Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Place, and we're taking out the B32 Dominator. Not going to be the most riveting gameplay, because there's not going to be any yanking and banking in this bad boy, but what I can tell you is that this is a nice, relaxing plane for me. Because really, I'm just going to fly to the target and drop my bombs. There's some moments where it feels like you might be getting a little bit intense on a couple of runs here, but the B32 carries two sets of, what is it, like 20 bombs each? Yeah, it's 40 bombs, 40 500-pound bombs. And when I have this thing kitted out with Demo Expert as well as the bomb sight geared towards increased bomb damage, I have a potential bomb load damage, just from what you see here, of 220,000 cumulative damage. Now, obviously, you're dropping these in strips, and there's a lot in a strip, so it's not like I'm really pushing out all of that on one target. A lot of it's getting wasted in between sites. So we're going to make a run on the mine. We should be able to get a capture in a single pass. So, uh-oh, we got a heavy vectored on us. No, he's diverting off. Smart move. It's not a smart move. It's a terrible move. I'm actually using my boost right now because I want to be able to build up some speed so I can get a good spread on these 20 bombs. So we're going to start dropping now. We're going to rake it right across this site. And then we're going to rake it across this site right here. And as you can see, that's a lot of damage. And we just captured the site. We actually still have a full payload of bombs left, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these, but I am going to hit the boost cooler right here because if you ain't using it, you're losing it. So we'll build that back up to get a little bit more energy into the piggy bank. We'll rake this across the airfield, I guess. The nice thing is that if the enemy ends up... Oh, hold on, let's go to the gunner. Close enough for me to start shooting now. And yes, I do have this thing kitted out with an absolutely massive crew, but you know what? That's my right. And I decided to do that because I flew the wings off of this plane at one point, and I really enjoyed it. It was my relaxed plane, like I said before. Alright, we've already took out his engine here. Let's make sure the tail gunner's getting on there as well. And his pilot's gone, so that's going to kill his accuracy. And now his tail's gone, and since we have the increased range... Oh, he's almost done. I'm going to go ahead and repair the engine, hit the throttle, as we vector in on this site. I see War Hero down there. If he decides to come up here, I think he'll be in for a rude awakening. But I'm also pretty sure that he's aware of that. Do something a little bit mean here. And tail gunner to kill the defense aircraft. One down. There's a heavy over here as well. Now we might not be winning here, but we're definitely doing our jab. Ooh, this is actually a enemy aircraft. If I can kill him in the zone, that's a lot towards the capture right there. Feel pretty good about that, actually. Ooh, but there's a BVP down there. That might be a little bit hairy. It'd be nice if my team could kill one of these guys. Oh, it looks like War Hero is taken out. So we just picked up air supremacy, and we only dropped the 2 strips of bombs. We got 2 aerial kills, an air defense aircraft, and a heavy. Just a big, massive, honkin' pile of HP. 2,360 HP with what we got here. We'll go over the stats and the crew skills and all that stuff in a little bit. We do have a very long reload because I went with the bomb sight. Some people might be tempted to go with the reload speed, but really, if you're flying a B32 right, you should be able to just pick up 2 zones, and then what? You got 87 seconds? That ain't bad. I mean, heck, my Focke-Wulf has a 90-second reload. So I'm just going to loiter back here. Our bombs are back. And even if they pick up the mine, I'm lining up to be able to loiter and just recapture it again, so they can have it as far as I'm concerned. It's just going to be some more points in my pocket. That isn't going to be a massive high-scoring round or anything, but it doesn't really need to be now, does it? Because, you know, winning. So we'll throw up the GG here. And it was just a nice relaxing run. I was sipping coffee. You guys probably didn't catch that in between conversations. A little sip here and there. I'm a little bit jealous that War Hero's got the Yak-3RD. I kind of want that, even though it's got a single 23 in the hub. Having a rocket tail on a turn fighter kind of takes care of all of the issues I have with turn fighters, which is a lack of mobility. So that's a nice little change of pace. So now that I've researched it, I'm going to see how I can possibly get one. Alright, so I said I was going to go over the stats on the aircraft, even though we could do 220,000 cumulative damage. We only did 36, but we managed to take out 7 ground targets. Took out a special ground target, we took out a bunch of AA sites, thus these small ground targets, as well as the medium armored ground target. Now, taking out the repair site at the airfield isn't always the best move. It's a good move if you're not sure you're going to be able to pick it up, because if you can take out the repair site, you're denying the enemy. However, if you destroy it and then flip the zone, one, it doesn't give you anything for capture points, destroying that little repair site, and your team won't be able to benefit from the repair site until the site has gone through the full cooldown after capture, that full like 25 seconds. So what I usually recommend is, like, if you know you're going to capture the zone, don't destroy that repair site, because I'll tell you, as a fighter, I would love to have it back. And War Hero, I'm sure, would have loved to have had it back as well, because if War Hero had it back, he would have been able to repair his Yak-3RD, which he wasn't able to do, and our allies were able to knock him out to get that air supremacy. So that was a huge benefit for us. Like I said, I've been flying this thing for a while, so the thing is absolutely overpowered, and I will fully admit that. But you know what? It's what this thing can do, and it might be one of the reasons why we haven't seen the American bomber line come to fruition, because imagine what a B-29 would look like, because it would be more of this at tier 8. I mean, sure, it's not moving super fast, but when it gets there, it's pretty much a guaranteed zone flip with one of these, as long as you don't have allies dying. The equipment setup I went with, we will minimize that. I went with the reinforced airframe just because I wanted to maximize hit points. We also went with the engine armor protection because, again, it's a fortress bomber, so we got increased tolerance to AA fire and some more HP. Yes, it's not up to ultimate, it's not even necessary at this point. And we actually went with the Russian version of this, which is why I think we actually get the aircraft HP as a bonus. I think that might be one of the benefits of that, I can't even remember. The ultimate gun turret, this gives us a really good range even for 50 cal machine guns, and with an increased crit chance, aim speed, and fire range of the defensive system when controlled manually, we get these guns out really far. And like I said, increasing the accuracy, it seems counterintuitive because it's a carpet bomb, right? But we want to make sure that that line stays true, because the blast radius is wide enough to hit everything inside of that arc. So I just want to make sure that they stay centered, so I'm not getting a random structure still surviving through my first run through. And increasing the accuracy helps with that. Plus we can roll for bomb damage, which is one of the real reasons I went for that, because as you can see here, wasn't lying to you, cumulative damage, 220,000 damage, plus some change. We are running Demo Expert, and we're also running the TNT consumable here as well, which has given us that little bit of extra. And once I get another skill, I may take fire resistance off and put it into expert protection, but I wanted to have engine guru and I wanted to have cruise flight because it allows you to be able to traverse that battlefield a little bit quicker. In the past, I was running fuel in addition to the booster, but the engines get knocked out so much, it just makes sense to go ahead and throw that on there. Like I said, the gunner is also kitted out just for silliness, and it's not... I used to have defensive fire on here and stuff, but I just really wanted to see how far I could get these machine guns to fire. And currently, the tail gunners can fire out to 3,000 feet for optimal range. So they can actually fire a little bit further than that, but you guys saw how far I was able to engage targets and just keep the guns on them, which meant that before they're really able to get their guns into a good effective range, I'm already getting that potential to take out their pilot or their engine and mitigate how much damage they're able to put on me because I'm already deterring them. And trust me, going after bombers, as soon as I start seeing modules blinking out, I'm like, maybe I'm going to wait for my pilot to come back because I'm not going to be able to kill him before he kills me. I've recently been messing with the idea of putting on Eagle Eye as well as Vigilance to be able to get like a 20% boost to vision range, because while I'm waiting for that reload or I'm traversing throughout the battlefield trying to like control the bot mechanics a little bit more, it makes it a little bit interesting. I believe somebody was telling me, they said they feel like they're airborne battlefield manager because they'll do their bombing and in between reloads they're directing around all the bots. So that mechanic adds an extra layer of complexity, but once you start to understand it real well, it makes bombing a little bit more interesting, because then you can actually play the bot mechanic mini game. So the B32 Dominator, biggest plane in the game by far. I mean, I can't even fit the wings on the screen all at one time there. Oh, did I get the whole aircraft is in frame? Whoa, that's how you got to do it. But this thing is a monster, guys. I mean, just look at how far apart the seats are in the cockpit. These guys can't even touch each other's hands with their arms outstretched. Like, where are you? Anyways, not gonna be the most entertaining gameplay, I'm sure, but for those of you who are looking at going down any type of bomber line, or if you just want to be aware of what a B-32 is capable of, this is it. It doesn't insta-kill things. The machine guns aren't super powerful, even when I've got them kitted out to the hilt. If you were flying in a heavy fighter, you would be able to kill me, but you're gonna take a beating doing it. And if you come at me from the top or the side, you really mitigate a lot of my opportunity. And if I'm in the bomb site, I'm not getting the same type of effectiveness out of this because I got manual control on my guns. So just something to bear in mind. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, taking a look at the Dominator. Man, what a great name. And letting me kind of take a chill day because it's been a lot of recording lately, and I just wanted to get one knocked out that was just fun and relaxing. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.